and it's about to get interesting. We're about to see how real these Chicago Bulls are as they face the number one team in the Eastern Conference, riding a 3-game winning streak at that. How do the Bulls fare against the Boston Celtics tonight? Do they continue their improved play? Do they hit a ring on the ladder? What happens? We're going to break it all down, interact, have some fun before the game, right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bulls news and content.
All right, Bulls fans, we in the building. Bulls in about little under an hour. Get ready to face off against the Boston Celtics. The Bulls are riding high right now, playing really good, playing some of the best basketball they've played as a team. And I don't just mean this season. I mean almost since this version of the Bulls has come together. This is some of the best basketball we've seen, and that's without Alex Cruz, so without Javonte Green, and what those guys mean to the energy part of the game for the Chicago Bulls. It's just, we'll see how if they can continue it, how good they look. This is a team that we've matched up well with in the past. But listen, we are winning the series right now 2-1. The Boston Celtics very well could come out trying to come for the neck, not allowing the Bulls to win the season series against them. This is a team that is, by all intents and purposes, been one of the most consistent teams in the NBA this season. Didn't have some of the issues that they had at the start of last season. They just came in firing on all cylinders. They've won 6 out of their last 10, and they are riding into this game on a 2-game winning streak. So let's see what this means. 2 streaks up against each other. Who walks out with their streak intact? We'll see. We'll see. Senpai guy in the building says, let's get this W. Completely agree with you, my brother. Definitely need to get the W in the building. Shay says, Patrick Williams has come out and played amazing defense, better than he did on James Harden. Hey, listen, I agree. He has to. We're going to need it big time this game. This Monday is Monday. Oh, listen, this has seemed like one of the longest days of my life. It felt like I was at work for 10 hours, and I looked at the clock. It was 1:15. I was like, ain't no way, bro. Ain't no fucking way. But here we go. It is what it is. And we back. What's going on, Mr. Couch? Glad to have you in the building, brother. What's good, Haize? What's going on, Senpai guy? Glad to have you in the building as well. Vooch is going to be able to feast in the post like he usually does with Rob Williams being back. We need a big game from P. Will, Zach, and DeMar. Well, and if I'm going to research this as I'm talking to just make sure I'm not tripping, but career-wise, Nikola Vucevic has done pretty well against Robert Williams. But I'm double checking the stats between the two to make sure. But you don't want to take it. You don't want to take anything for granted. So yeah, against Robert Williams, Nikola Vucevic has played 6 games against Robert Williams, and he's averaged 21, 10, and 4 in those games. So yeah, this is going to be in every single game that we've played against Boston, except the one in January. Vooch has had double-digit rebounds against Robert Williams. So again, I'm not saying he's going to dominate. I'm not saying he's going to be able to just feast like he has been, to your words, but Vooch can have success against Robert Williams. Keep in mind, even though Robert Williams has the size and length, Vooch outweighs him by a good 25, 30 pounds. So Vooch can. I don't know if they're going to be able to run things through Vooch the whole game like they have the last couple of games, but we'll see. We'll definitely see. But Vooch has had and can have some success against Robert Williams. He's going to have to work. He's going to have to work. He's going to have to be locked in and engaged. Yo, what up, Haize? Let's go Bulls. What's going on, Merkham? By the way, if you guys aren't subscribe to the channel because we are 40 subscribers away from hitting our goal of 10,000, which is wild. When just a couple of days ago, we were like 280 away, like literally. So we are 40 subscribers away from hitting our goal up to 10,000. Once we hit it, I ain't doing no more subscriber drives. I'm not going to beg y'all for subscriptions. I ain't going to do it. It don't feel like me. But we're so close to that goal that I got to keep bringing it up. What's good, Haize? Every year the press, we make stories to make it seem like Zach will be a Laker. Then right before the deadline, they admit Bulls won't move. Bro, like it's not just Zach, right? They try to make so many rumors for the Lakers. The ESPN and everything wants the Lakers to be relevant so goddamn bad, bro. They every trade, every superstar that comes available, they somehow try to work the Lakers into a possibility of being involved, even though it doesn't make sense per the CBA. It's just tired of it, bro. Definitely tired of it. You think we get the dub tonight? I mean, I think we can. I don't know if you're new here, Torian. I don't predict Bulls wins or losses anymore because this team has been so up and down all this season. Sometimes you need a little bit of fighting to bring a team together. People have so much knee-jerk reaction. Sometimes you have to let it play out. Yeah, that's it. It's not all sunshine and rainbows all the time, right? And that's in your own families. That's in real life. Much less you put the stresses of sports into it, man. Come on now. I've seen families get into arguments over dominoes. You think a team ain't gonna get into arguments over losing? Come on, fam. Mollywood Swish says the tough opponent tonight, but I'm excited. Oh yeah, I'm definitely excited for this game. I hope it's a good game to watch. On my way to the court as we speak, Haize. Let's get this money. Let's get this money, man. You already know what it is. Real glad to have you in the building, bro. The Bulls being 5-0 when P. Will scores 15 plus is why Patrick is the truth. Listen, there's so many stats like that point to Patrick Williams need to be bigger involved in the offense, points to Patrick Williams having all that potential that Acme sees in him, all those things. There's so much that points to that. I let you in the studio and you in here acting stupid. What you doing, what? Come here. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Come on. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come here. Say hi. There goes my baby. That's my baby Simba. That's my baby. All right, don't lick me in the face, bro. All right, go ahead. He's happy as hell to be in the studio. He's sniffing everything. He's not usually allowed in here. Zach Levine's doctor says, let's go. What's going on, brother? Absolutely. Senpai guy, hit the fucking like, hit the goddamn button. You already know what it is. King Kofu, what up, Haize? Feel you about work. I might fall asleep watching the game. Hey, bro, listen. You got to do what you got to do, fam. That's all I can say. You got to do what you got to do. Sup, bro? Much goodness to you today. Go Bulls. C-Red, JDH, and the JDH, an OG around this mug. And one of the biggest supportive of like me and my circle of creatives and stuff. I appreciate you so much, JDH. Do you think the reason why we are able to blow out the Celtics twice this season is because they didn't take us seriously, or do we just really play good defense against them both games? Oh, you got to mix. I don't know if you watched the games. No, they took us seriously. The Bulls just match up well against them, especially when they didn't have Robert Williams. Vooch just matches up well against those teams. That's just it. So, we'll see. We'll see, but he plays pretty damn good. He plays pretty damn good. Or we play pretty damn good against them, I should say. Yo, what's good, Haize? P. Will, Io, and Drummond are my X Factor picks tonight. If they play well, I believe we'll be in good position to win tonight from TL Beats. I mean, listen, when we do play as a team, when we do have some of those unexpected big nights from some of the players that don't always score a lot, it's usually indicative of the offense free flowing. Like when Patrick Williams has a big number, it's not just because he's not a selfish player. It's because it came in the rhythm of the game. Usually the Bulls are going to win those games. When Io has a big game and pushing the pace, and you see that on the box score, if other things go well, we're going to get wins. So yeah, definitely. I feel you on that one. All the way from Australia. Love your work, Haize. That's from Muhammad. I appreciate you in the building, bro. I expect another big game from Zach. Hopefully they get the dub. Listen, if the Bulls win 4-0 tonight, I'm taking 2 shots on the post-game show tonight of 90 proof tequila. I'm taking it. You hold me accountable to that. Do you think Zach really has a problem with Billy? I mean, no, I don't think it's like this problem where it's like, oh, I hate you, get him out of there. I think it's just like family infighting. It happens, man. When you're losing, things get tense. Control the boards and the ball tonight. Agree with you. Make sure you mitigate those turnovers. Haize, you know what's funny? ESPN has a segment, Lakers Finals Hope Still Alive at 16-20, but it is at 16-20 even on amazing nights. Get no recognition on ESPN. Shit's crazy. Oh, yeah, bro. Like, the Lakers always get the benefit of the doubt with the national media. What's good, Haize? What are you looking to see from the big three and the role players tonight? Playing as a team. Keeping turnovers down. Team rebounding. Playing with heart. Setting the tone defensively. That's what I need to see from the team. Man said, fight over dominoes, LOL, but in all seriousness, let's go Bulls. Absolutely. Man, you ain't never seen none of your family members fight over dominoes? Over bones? Then your family don't really love each other, bro. Mixo, I know this ain't Bears Central, but I still on cloud 9 with the Bears having the first overall pick. This offseason is going to be game-changing if Poles makes the right moves. Yeah, really, it changes everything for the Bears and their future if they have a great season. KB, hey, Simba. Simba's in the building. Where'd he go? He picked a spot and laid down. What's good, Haize? In dog form. What's good, MC Season? Hey, my dog's name is Simba, bro. I just adopted a brother for Simba. We named him Kovu. That's funny. I want another Akita so bad. And if I get another Akita, he's not a Akita, but I used to have an Akita. If I get another Akita, man, I don't even know what I'm going to name him, but it's going to be something brolic for sure. Imperfect Kingdom, my brother from another mother. Let's go. What's going on, fam? Chicago need to come play. The Celtics is going to try to whoop some ass. We whooped their ass 2 times already. I mean, yeah, they're going to listen. They ain't taking it easy on us. They're not overlooking us. Seems like the team is rounding into shape. P. Will is coming along nicely. That's from King Kofi. Yeah, listen, Alex Caruso said it. The chemistry was there. They're just starting to rock and roll and unlock some more things. So, no Green tonight. Let me check. I haven't checked the injury report yet. They usually update about an hour before the game. Let's see if we got anything out there. Vooch and Levine on the cover of Game Day? It's unexpected. I don't see anything yet on my normal place to look. Let me look one more place real quick. See if we got any injury updates. No thanks. No Marcus Smart. So Green is out versus Celtics. That came from Billy Donovan. So Caruso's playing, but Green's out is what it seems like. So Smart and Javonte Green are out. But it looks like we may have Alex Caruso back in the building. Keith Don't Miss in the building. What's going on, Keith Don't Miss? He also says, let's get this dub. Come on, man. You already know what it is. $90. Oh, bro, this is what we do, man. I drink tequila in my sleep. Zach's knees looking like an afterthought right now, and I love it. I mean, listen, I've said this before, and like I said, Senpai, like I don't know if you're kind of new here, but like on my pre-recorded videos for a while, I made the comparison of looking at the last time Zach LaVine had an off-season knee surgery, and that season, it was only 24 games he played that season, but it started off very similar to the first 20 or so games started for him this season. It was very similar. So I was of the mindset that it may take him a while to come back, and he's proven it. He's looking more comfortable out there, that he's trusting that quick first step. He's not shying away from contact anymore, getting to the free throw line. As long as he does those things and shoot the ball the way that he has, yeah. Who guards Jaylen Brown tonight? I believe last time that we played, it was Patrick Williams on Jason Tatum. They're probably going to allow Zach to play Jaylen Brown. I can't, maybe with Marcus Smart out. Who starts at point guard with Marcus Smart out? Maybe they'll try Ayo on Jaylen Brown at first and try to hide Zach on Peyton Pritchard. Oh, Malcolm Brogdon probably is going to be the one starting. So, man, I don't know. I think they're just going to have to do it straight up and try to figure it out. Yami Street Sports says, CEO, hey, why you always calling me by my Twitter name? It's just Haize, bro. No, whatever you want to call me, man. What's up? Can we get another dub? I hope so, brother. Definitely hope so. What's your opinion on players looking for calls all the time? I feel like the focus too much on selling the fouls instead of wanting to make the basket when it comes to in the paint. I mean, it's a different game nowadays. And that's just kind of what it is. And, I'm not saying that I agree with it, but I just identify it as just one of the things that comes and ebbs and flows with the game. It'll be this way for a little while, and then it'll switch back, and then it'll be that way for a while, and then it'll eventually switch back. It all kind of goes some ways. But I do think, especially some of the star players, they really just look for the calls and kind of almost expect them. And then when they don't, they Trae Young. And nobody's as bad at it as Trae Young. Trae Young is the worst at it in the NBA. That man goes and he feels somebody's breath on him, he starts yamming at the refs. And it doesn't ever get called for a tech either. But with our guys, I think that I've started to see our guys they still look at the refs, they still do some things, but they don't let it take them out of their game as much as they used to. Because Zach LaVine, if he didn't get a couple of calls he thought he would get a year, 2 years ago, it would take him completely out. He would then start trying to push the point of getting a foul call rather than start making baskets. And so I think this last 10, 15 games, we started to see a change of that in him and DeMar, and that may just be that they realize the refs just aren't calling for them. But we're also starting to see the Bulls officiate a little bit more evenly after that last 2-minute report. Do you think DeRozan being traded would let Pat show more of what he can do? Do you think we would be better? I think for Pat's development would be accelerated for sure by not having a ball-dominant player like DeMar DeRozan out there. As far as the team, it just depends on how Patrick Williams steps into that role and how well he performs in it. He's not going to give you DeMar DeRozan type production. At least I wouldn't expect that. I mean, even though we've seen signs that when he gets a bunch of shot attempts, Patrick Williams can score, but I don't know if it's going to be because he's not going to have the fourth quarter magic I wouldn't expect from DeMar DeRozan. So I don't know how the team, at least initially in that, but I do think if DeMar wasn't on this team, again, I'm not calling for him not to be on this team, but if DeMar wasn't on this team, we would see kind of that offensive player that a lot of Bulls fans, and especially casual Bulls fans, will want to see from a 4th overall pick. Simba says, what's good, Haize? That's funny. Steve O Speak says, the type of win that can drive us the rest of the season. Would love Zach show against Will Comp. Listen, I just want Zach to just continue to play well, play effective. Even if we have a game from Zach LaVine where he gets a more assists and he only scores like 15 points, if it comes in a win and he's playing smart basketball to do so, that's what I would like to see. But Zach, when he's going scoring wise and that confidence is building, I almost forgot. I always remember it was beautiful. But until the last few games, I forgot just how beautiful it is when Zach LaVine just gets going, man. It's a different level. He's a special player. I'm glad he's on this team. Shay in the building says, Haize, I really hope we win tonight because I really want to troll all of Boston podcasts on YouTube. Bro, I talk crap about people who come into our chat and do their dump. I mean, you're a grown man, so do what you want. But like the way I look at it, I don't got time to go troll no other YouTube channel. I'm going to go support the people that I actually support and celebrate the win. Are you going to make Shy Bear Central video about the Bears 2023 schedule? It came out today. I actually talked about it on today's daily episode of Chicago Bulls Central. So go and check that out. Game is on NBA TV tonight. Hopefully they give us the Bulls announcers and not the Celtics announcers. That's from Matthew. Well, always if it's on NBA TV, if you watch it on League Pass, you can always choose which broadcast team you listen to. Always. And I always listen to the Bulls. Sluggo, the gamer says, like and sub. Let's get this W tonight. We're on a roll and going to keep the streak alive. Who is the X factor for the Bulls tonight? Haize. This isn't to overlook anybody else, but this is just because of the matchups. Andre Drummond has the potential to be the X factor tonight. When you look at whatever, yes, Robert Williams, Vooch, Al Horford, Andre Drummond, that's a nice set of players that are all going to be playing at that center position. But Drummond, if he can keep that pressure on and what he can do rebounding wise and not let the Boston Celtics ever get eased up with the rebounding, even when Vooch is not in the game, it can get very interesting. So let's hope that's what it is. Haize, what do you think is the key to this game? Maybe shutting down everybody around Tatum. I mean, Tatum and Brown are going to do their things. If you can force one of Tatum or Brown to have an inefficient night, they're probably still going to get their overall numbers. But if you can force them to have an inefficient night, just one of them, it goes a big way. If we can win the rebounding battle, that goes a long way as well. And you can't let the role players kill you with 3-pointers. So you have to look out for that. Malcolm Brogdon can absolutely cook. They have to keep him from cooking, especially if you're forcing one of Brown or Tatum to have an inefficient night. Brandon L. Jet with the new Avi says, I hope Kobe White has a big impact tonight because I know Brogdon will try to bully him. Well, Brogdon may be in the starting lineup with Marcus Smart out. But Kobe, listen, one thing with Kobe that he's shown this season, he hits the big shots. His shooting percentage is dropping, but I swear in clutch time, he always hits a big three, a momentum-changing three for us. I want them to blow these suckers out. Hate the damn Celtics. Also, I don't know why I got a feeling Io going to have a big night tonight. Hey, from your mouth to God's ears, I would love to see it. Pat Williams is the sole reason the loss of Laurie doesn't sting as much. Oh, I mean, listen, the loss of, you got to keep in mind, he wasn't staying here. And them having Boylan as the coach and just completely killed Laurie's confidence, just kind of was what it was. What if this is P. Will's ceiling? It's not. He's shown way too many flashes for this to be his ceiling. Way too many of them. Not to say he's going to hit the flashes that we've seen either as being consistent, but no, this isn't a ceiling. You can tell by just watching him, this is not a ceiling at all. Good call on Vanderbilt being a sleeper, averaging 8 and 8, 24 minutes per game while making $4.5 million is definitely worth a first, Tony and Marco. If they were to take that, if you call the Utah Jazz and they're willing to take the Portland first and Tony Bradley and Marko Simonovic for Jared Vanderbilt with the defense that he's able to play and the rebounding and what we need coming off this bench for this team, oh, listen, you do that trade and you walk away highway robbery. I would even say this. If the Utah Jazz were willing to take, and I know, again, and you guys know my mindset behind it, I don't want to see him go, but I definitely think Javonte is going to get an offer that the Bulls just will not be able to match. If the Bulls also think that, if it took Javonte and the Portland pick and you got back Jared Vanderbilt, I'm cool with that as well. I don't want to see Jared Vanderbilt go. I don't want to see Javonte Green go, but the writing is kind of on the wall. 29 years old, his first time being an unrestricted free agent, showing that he can be energy, defense, sometimes shooting guy. There's going to be a championship team that offers Javonte Green at least $10 million. Just watch. Simba says, sometimes when the NBA team is the broadcast network on League Pass, it doesn't let you watch it. That's crazy. Chi-Town Javier says, Haize, do you know about Bryce Young? Yeah, but he's not coming to Chicago, so I don't care. Listen, I know there's a lot of rumors and a lot of that going around right now. Bryce Young is not coming to Chicago. Anthony Lago says, you're killing it, mate. Keep up the awesome content. Well, thank you for enjoying the content, man. I definitely appreciate you. No, Mozzie Red, no, Drummond doesn't. Vooch is a better center than Andre Drummond. Andre is, and people are always so quick to think like, oh, we'll start Drummond because he's better defender than Vooch. He's not the passer Vooch is. He doesn't have the offensive, and he's definitely, you can't run the offense through Andre Drummond. And what we've seen, the Bulls offense looks the best when they're able to run through Nikola Vucevic. No, keep Drummond off the bench. There's a reason he is a bench player now in this league. You can also stream the game on NBC Sports Chicago's website. You just got to log in with your TV provider. MCC isn't hitting you with the facts there. Yeah, I know they said that. There's other outlets saying that too. It's not happening though. It's just not happening. Steve-O Speaks says, I hope we've been reading the scouting report. Boston is known for getting comfortable while they're up. They have blown a few leads in the past few games. Bulls got to capitalize on their mistakes. And that's every game. Well, you got to capitalize on other teams' mistakes. And some of those you got to force some mistakes as well. So let's hope that we see that. Say My Name says, sup, fam? What's up? What's going on? Say My Name. Glad to have you in the building as well. You think Javonte would be traded out west for a second-round pick? That would be a dumb trade if the Bulls trade him for a second-round pick. What? Come on. Like, y'all, like, you know how I feel about sports media and sports fans. Like, we as a fan will run with something so bad, even though common sense tells us it doesn't work. Oh, Smith 60 be literally trying to drive me crazy, man. That's how you know he's my little brother. He really be trying to drive me. He almost just gave me a damn clogged artery, bro. Like, and that don't even come from being stressed out, but that's what he almost gave me. Exactly. Vucevic is our facilitator in the paint. He provides much needed play, spacing, and has good basketball IQ. He may get crushed with strong athletic bigs, but he has his tools. Vuce is still a top 5, top 6 at the lowest center in the NBA right now. Need a big night from the bench unit. Bring the energy early and set the tone. Feed the hot hand. Levine and Vooch keep getting all starters in double figures. Win, rebound, and battle. Limit turnovers. I mean, listen, bro. That's literally the key to. And if any team can do all those things, they have a 95% chance of winning the game. Bears shouldn't trade Fields. Y'all might disagree, but Claypool. And he and another piece could be so cold. This coming from a Raiders fan, always rocking with Chi-Town Sports, though. Claypool ain't ready yet, though. Listen. Yeah, they're not trading Fields, man. They are not trading Fields. Drew, Warriors get Javonte, DJJ, Gay. Bulls get Vanderbilt. Jazz get Wiseman. Who says no? I think the Warriors in that case, they can get much more back for Wiseman than that, in my opinion. JC Metro says, love the city drip, Haize. What's the keys to win this game? I think big three got a big three. Yeah, that's the key to every game. And they got to play. They got to get their other teammates involved. There's a lot of things to it, right? Rebound well, keep the turnovers down, move the ball. Don't get caught in isolation when you face a little adversity. All those things play a huge factor into it. Everyone's talking about Jared Vanderbilt, but let's keep it 100 here. Everybody, Vanderbilt does better as a center, and he does not do better as a center. What bad? Shay, I'm convinced sometimes, and I love you, bro, that you must read some shit on blogs and don't actually watch. And like Vanderbilt does not do better at center. He does not do better. So now he can play small ball center, but that is not nearly his best position, not even by a little bit. What you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? How did the Bears convo come in here? Haize created a whole nother channel just to talk Bears info. Listen, it happens, bro. Chicago sports, it is what it is, man. Yo, Haize, not gonna lie, if we can get Vanderbilt or an OG from Toronto, I think we could be a legit playoff team and maybe upset someone. We could do that either way. But and OG is gonna take way too much. He'd take way more than what it'll take to get Vanderbilt. So I just got that hat, Haize. I've had this mug since it came out. I ordered this mug as soon as they announced the City Edition gear. So with this shirt, I love it. Hey, he's not a Bears fan. So what are their weaknesses and should they trade back to get more? Bro, go over on Chicago Bears Central. I posted a whole video on that topic today. Do we have to be concerned about Tatum? Yes. What kind of question is that? He's one of the best players in the NBA. He's averaging 30 points a game, 8 rebounds, like 5 assists on almost 50% shooting. He's the 5th leading scorer in the NBA. Yes, you got to worry about Tatum. What? Yes. Gary says, hold on, refreshed on me. Haize, any certifications you recommend to get into tech? All of them. Any ones that you can get, especially if your job or anyone offers any free ones or you can sign up. Any of them. I'm telling you, because it's kind of it kind of starts flowing after that. Anything that you can get a certification in tech that interests you, get it. And then just watch how it starts going after that. Kendall in the building says, my boy Haize, what's good? Need to keep it playing good basketball like what I see from Zach. Yeah, I mean, hopefully this team can keep that going. Brendan L. Thank you. People need to push some respect on Chicago Bears Central. Hey, listen, we the best Bears show out there, man. Crazy. We all crazy. Do we have to be concerned about a house on fire? You stupid, man. Is the Portland pick worth trading now with the Blazers under 500, or do you think the Bulls will keep it? Well, I actually did a whole video on the members only, and I said that, yes, this is the best time for the Bulls to trade the Portland pick. The reason why is because there's enough intrigue right now. And then I do think as well is that if you get something back, it's going to be, keep in mind, if we get the Portland pick, that means it's outside of the lottery. It's probably going to be between 7 and 20. Meaning that if you can get a really, like a Jared Vanderbilt is worth whatever pick number we're going to have from Portland next season. He's still young, so has a lot of room to grow, can fit in any rotation because of his versatility, all those things. So I think now is the time to trade the Portland pick, in my opinion, especially because the Bulls aren't going to go full rebuild like some fans wanted. Doesn't seem like they're going to make any major moves. So because of that, I think you can add a nice, good level role player with that Portland pick this offseason. I mean, sorry, this by this trade deadline. Let's see what else we got. Celtics catching that dub, Corey. What? No, we'll see. We'll see. Brandon just says the Portland pick members only video was dope. Hey, man, I appreciate that. I bring it for you guys. Actually, going to be recording my next members only video tomorrow. So you guys will get that for the members only. And then I'll still do my, always going to do my daily episode for everyone. But the members get their episode tomorrow. What is Zach's field goal percentage or 3-point percentage? Who's the best, the Bulls' best 3-point shooters right now? By percentage, I think Patrick Williams is still the best 3-point shooting percentage on the team, I believe. Let me look real quick. So Zach LaVine. Whoa, what the fuck just happened? I hate ESPN's website. So Zach LaVine right now is shooting 46% from the field and 40% from 3-point range. He's averaging 7.5 3-pointers per game and overall 17 shots per game is Zach LaVine this season. Let's get to Patrick Williams. Patrick Williams right now is averaging 41% from 3. He's taken 2.5 of them, which that's big for Patrick Williams. No, I'm sorry. He's taken 3.5 of them this season. shooting it at a 41% clip, which matches his career percentage. He's a 41.3 career 3-point shooting percentage, and he's shooting the ball 46% from the field. So very good there. I think they're definitely the top 2 in 3-point shooting percentage. I don't think it really comes close. Oh, I could separate it by this. Yeah, Patrick Williams is leading the team with 41%, Zach with 40.5, Alex Caruso with 30.9, Goran Dragic 39.2, and then Javonte, surprising, but Javonte doesn't take many of them. So there you go. But Zach LaVine is taking the highest number of 3-pointers overall for the team. Kobe White is next at 4.4, and Vooch is right there as well. Big game DeMar tonight. We'll see. Yeah, Tony Bradley shooting 50% from 3-point range, which is wild. That's crazy. With such a slow start that Zach had to start the year, he's still shooting 40% from 3, and that's why people were Zach was out of rhythm, and it was clear, right? Don't want to overlook that at all. But Zach LaVine right now on the season, shooting the ball almost 47% overall from the field. He's 23rd in the NBA in overall scoring. We know Zach LaVine has been top 8 in the scoring at times. So yeah, listen, it's slowing down. And over the last, hold on, let me make sure. Give me 1 second. The last 10 games, Zach LaVine has averaged 27.5 points per game on 52% shooting from the field and 52% from the field and 51% from 3-point range. Right now, in the last 10 games, he would be 4th in the NBA in scoring. So just keep that in mind, man. That's why I say the season is not over with yet. Pat guarding Tatum? I think so, Sluggo. I think that's going to be the matchup tonight. Besides Vanderbilt, who else should the Bulls consider throwing the Portland pick for to address our problems? I don't know, man, because it's like a lot of the people that I thought was going to be available were starting to hear that their teams are trying to give them contract extensions. So, I mean, I don't have a list in front of me. You guys know, for me, I really like to be analytical with things. I'd have to really sit down and look at a list of other things potentially that the Bulls could do, but I'm sure there's quite a bit of them. Zach ain't doing nothing for all-star votes. As sports fans, we know we will add a storyline to some shit, right? We will add a storyline. Sports fans are better writers than the WWE writers when it comes to storylines, man. Lee Education James says the same people saying we need Zach to put up more threes be the same fans who bash him when he has an inefficient game. Bro, it's always like that. Always. That's probably the best move is to put Pat on Tatum. He did make Harden have but he did make Harden have a bad game. He definitely played a part of that. Here it goes. Have an inefficient night. And I believe, if I'm not incorrect, didn't the last time Patrick Williams guard Tatum, made him have an inefficient night? Maybe I'm overthinking that. Is it worth trying to fix our issues now? Or would it be smart to see how the team looks next year and go from there? Well, D Greatest, it really depends, right? Because we've seen, and I even think, even at the best, that this team is a 5th seed. So I do think AK and Eversley, even if they're not aggressively shopping deals, they're probably listening to some. They probably don't hear any that they like. I do think that it's going to be smart if you can make a minor move to bring in a little bit more size or some more shooting that we do need. You do, but the Bulls very well may do what they did last year and just monitor the buyout market, and they're going to be Bulls fans that are absolutely pissed on that. Raffaello says, what are your thoughts on the Celtics starting 5 going very big? I mean, probably, but I don't know, man. I don't know if they go extremely big. I don't think they start Horford and Robert Williams together. They're going to want one of them coming off the bench, especially with how Horford comes off the bench. So, I don't think they're going to go super big, but I do think that they're going to play some time of Robert Williams and Horford together, and I wonder if we're going to go to Vooch and Drummond out there together. With how efficient P-Will is, we should be letting him shoot 30 shots one game against a bad team and see what he does. Drew, I agree with you. If this team had a better record, I would say that absolutely. But right now, we're fighting to try to claw our way back into the playoffs. So I don't think that that's coming. Now, in a blowout game, if the Bulls ever can hold on to a lead, and after the first half they're up by like 25, we may see P. Will completely cook in the second half of that game. But it's not likely while they're trying to claw their way back up. I knew we should have kept Laurie instead of Pat. No, well, that's no, Crystal. Can't agree with you on there. And plus, Laurie did not want to stay here. They burnt that bridge. He wasn't going to stay here. Al Horford and Robert Williams are both starting. Okay, well, that does change some things. Because that then means you can't hide DeMar on, you're not going to put him on Horford. So that's going to completely change the map. Celtics are playing chess, not checkers on that one, because that forces the Bulls to have to guard everything straight up pretty much. So, hey, that defensive matchup is going to be tough for us tonight. Shaitan Javier, he tore his ACL before the start of the season. He's probably not going to play any this season. Random question, Haize, with how low ratings in AEW, why are we talking about AEW shit, bro? I got to start the general podcast back up. I love that you guys love asking me anything. But why are we talking about that? But no, AEW is not at the place to try to split the roster. Laurie would never felt comfortable considering we initially grabbed Vooch to replace him and couldn't get a deal done in time, so he finished the year out with us. Oh, well, I mean, we try to include, right? Didn't we try to include Laurie in a different deal and they didn't want him? But Vooch wasn't necessarily brought here to replace Laurie because they're not even similar players and Laurie can't play center. But you know, it just, the writing was on the wall once that deal went done because you can't play them together. That's just way too much of a defensive liability. Could you imagine Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Laurie Markkanen, and Nikola Vucevic being four of your starters? You're giving up 140 points a game. We need to experiment much more with people offensively. Last thing we need is another Laurie situation. Well, I don't think we're in the place for that. I'm not worried about that right now. I'm just not. Maybe that's wrong on my part. Maybe I should be a little bit more concerned with that. But I don't think we're going to have a Laurie situation because this front office has a plan. This front office is better equipped. This front office knows the type of roster that they would like this Bulls team to reflect at some point. Garpax was just drafted in the draft. More playing time for Terry? No, not with Alex Caruso coming back. That's not coming anytime soon. But all right, y'all, we're 10 minutes to game time. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. I'll be back at halftime, so make sure you guys are tuned in. Hit that subscribe button as well. We're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers as soon as possible. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, I'll see you guys back here at halftime. Make sure you hit the like button as well. Follow the show at Bulls Central Pod. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, bullscentralpod@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text and our voicemail, 773-270-2799. And like I like to end everything on, go Bulls, see red. Love you guys, and peace.